Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Craft Tube. I'm at my craft desk today. Thanks for joining me. I hope you're all having a great day. You can see I have a lot going on. My desk is super messy, but you know what? That is the sign of someone having fun. And I have been having a lot of fun just playing and experimenting and just... Oh, wow. Hold on. That was wild. About 10 horses just went running down the road. Or more. 10 or more horses. And it was just wild. Baby jumped up barking, and I looked up at the security camera up here on the screens, and it was just a bunch of horses running by real fast. And then it was some vehicles after them. But anyway, I've been having lots of fun playing, just doing all kinds of stuff. Here I've been stamping out some of these art foamies, and someone asked me, where do you get art foamies? You get them from Art Foamies. It's a company, and so you can search that. But anyway, I love the art foamies, and I love the freedom that they give me in being able to stamp and draw out. That was horses running down the road.
What?
Horses, about 10 horses.
Anybody on them?
Yeah, it was people on them. I figured he was coming in here to see what Phoebe was barking at. Anyway, it gives me the freedom to be able to still create, even though, you know, I've got all these health problems that I'm not crazy about. So I can still create and be creative and, you know, express my creativity, and so I'm thankful for that. Anyway, so I love this one right here. Now I messed up her head, so I did a different one, and what I'll probably do is just cut off some of this, but leave most of it, and glue that one on top of what I leave of that. So it'll still look, you know, you won't be able to tell it from the front. But, I did this in some kind of like turquoise and gold, and then I traced back over the gold, but yeah, I just added some gold in there. I don't know how well you can see that, but I was just having fun and enjoying it. And then this girl here, and I'm also stamping them out and changing heads on them, because you can do that. You know, the heads are separate, so you can change the body and the head. So it's endless what you can do. And you can cut them in half if you want to. You could cut this one here and cut that one there and add that to the bottom of this. And I don't know, they're all like that, where you can kind of change them up if you want to. So what was I fixing to do? Oh, I got these. I picked these up a week or so ago at Five Below, and they're glitter markers. Haven't used them yet, so it's my first time to open them up. And okay, so it's not a whole bunch of colors in here. It's 12, and they give you like a light blue, a turquoisey blue, is that gray, orange, a couple greens, a yellow, what color is that? A brown, a pale cherry pink, deep violet, pale blue, light, pale lilac, and vivid red. Anyway, so it gives some colors here that I might want to try out on some of these, but I think these are pretty much done. I need to go back and do her skin and her hair, but I really want to just play with these metallic ones. Glitter, they're called glitter. They're Five Below, $5. So I thought $5 for 12 glitter markers wasn't too bad. Let's see, what can I do? I have done several of this one already. Not with the glitter markers, but with others. And so I think I'm just going to try. I think I'll just do a little... Okay, the light blue is really light. Let me test out this turquoisey blue. It says Indian blue. Let me test that out. It is really, really dark, so I'm glad I tested that, because I wouldn't want to put something that dark with that black. But I really want to see, is there glitter? Maybe when it dries better, I don't know. And I just, like, put my finger in that and put ink on that. And y'all, I am having a lot of trouble with this thumb. I don't know. It feels like it's been shut in a car door. It hurts deep down in there, like right there. Now, I can still hold a marker and stuff. Because I was like, oh my gosh, you know, it seemed to be getting worse. You know, like it hurt some, and then it's kind of getting worse. And I was just kind of trying to hang on before I panicked, you know. Let me see what colors I got right here to use. And it just seems to be getting worse. But it looks kind of swollen here. But all this right here is just, it's deep down. It's not the skin here. It's not here. It's in the middle of the thumb. Inside it is what hurts. And like I said, it feels like it's been like shut in a car door or something, smashed some kind of way. And so, if you are a praying person, if you wouldn't mind saying a prayer for my little my thumb. I don't want to lose that thumb. But, you know, just because my finger hurts doesn't mean I'm going to lose it. Things happen. People get aches and pains all the time. It's just I have a reason to worry about it. I have thoughts that come to my mind that probably don't come to other people's minds. So, I don't see much glitter. Like, maybe when they dry, we'll see. I'm just going to color a little bit of this one, and then we'll see what it looks like when it dries. Whenever I go to put my chair down, the way it's angled and my arm is, I have to touch from right here, and that just about kills me to mash that for my chair to go down. But just to pick up the marker and hold the marker kind of like this is not, because I'm not really touching all that. But yeah, please say a prayer for that finger to just stop hurting. I got enough hurting. It's so aggravating. I've just been playing with my markers and stamps, and I've just been having fun. I'm just going to tell you, I don't care what anybody says. This is fun to me. What are you up to today? What is keeping you busy? Any hobbies or housework or stuff like that? I do need to do housework. I have my Sunday chores that I normally do. So I need to figure out if I'm going to be able to do my house chores, or am I only going to be able to color with markers today. I may not be able to clean the bathroom today. My thumb hurts. And so I might only be able to color with markers. I don't know. I'll try to clean the bathroom because I always want my bathroom clean. Big Daddy's boss is coming out after a while. I don't know what time. He was going to a hockey game. I don't know what time that's over, but he was coming out here afterwards. So I probably should go clean the bathroom before he comes. That's an idea, right? If I see him drive up, I'll run clean the bathroom real quick. I don't know. So we're not doing anything today except Big Daddy's doing his laundry. He always does laundry on Sunday. Gets all his clothes washed up. And then I usually just kind of reset for the week. I'd like to get my desk cleaned off, but I can't as long as I'm having fun. Yeah, I thought, man, this desk is messy, but you know what? That just means I've been having a lot of fun. And I have been just loving the way these alcohol markers, now these aren't alcohol markers, the glitter ones, pretty sure they have nothing to do with alcohol. But those others, that get you drunk as a skunk, and you were hooked on them alcohol markers. Y'all know I'm just being silly. But no, those markers, those alcohol markers that I showed in the video a few days ago or whatever, and I've been playing with them. Those markers are awesome. I have been having all kinds of fun with them. And they're kind of like painting to me. Now I want to see something because I hadn't tried that tip. And I don't know if I like that tip. I like the brush tip on markers. It's kind of like just painting with a paintbrush. With these brush tips. And even with the alcohol ones on the brush tips, it's like painting with a paintbrush. And I've really just been enjoying those. Alright, I think I'm going to use this right here. And do these circles. I hope I can see the glitter once these dry. These are part of KP and Megan Quinlan's Calendar Girls that they did in 2004. And so, I did not get them all then, and they put them back up for just like for a month. They're fixing to go back off. And so I was able to get the set that I don't have. And it should be coming in soon. Now what am I doing? Let me see this purple. How is it? It's not dark. And then I always add glitter pens to these to just give it more bling. Because that's, you know, I like bling. As Big Daddy says, the older y'all get, the gaudier y'all get. But the same is true for him. He can't say anything. Seriously. I'm going to give her a purple head wrap. He does too. The older he gets, his watches. Bling, bling, bling. Gaudy, gaudy. And I was getting him a watch one time for some occasion. I don't remember if it was a birthday, anniversary, or something. And I picked out a watch. And I said, look at this watch I picked out for you. And he was like, I looked at that, but I thought you would say it was too gaudy. I'm like, it is. That's why I picked it out for you. Okay, so let me see. add some green in on this right here. At this moment, I'm not seeing glitter, but I'm going to hold it up, I'm going to let it dry more, and then hold it up under the magnifying glass here and see if I can see glitter. But at this moment, I'm not really seeing any glitter. And I'm kind of just... Wait. Okay, I was thinking maybe one end is glitter and one end is not, but it's showing glitter on both caps. This cap has glitter and that cap has glitter, so... Yeah, I was thinking, uh-oh, maybe only one end is glitter. But it's showing glitter for both. I wonder what color this is. Oh. Coal gray. I was thinking I could do her hair with that. Just give her some gray hair. And this is mixed media paper that I am doing this on. It's that mixed media paper from Michaels that has the blue cover on front of the book. There's some gray hair. Let me see what color this is right here. If that could be used for skin. Possibly. Since I'm just doing her in glitter, which I could have mixed. I could have grabbed one of my alcohol skin tones. This is kind of a pinkish. Okay, and these markers do not color as smoothly and nicely as the alcohol markers. By no means do they even compare. Not at all. And this color was called Pale Cherry Pink. And I just went ahead and used it for her skin. Was there a red? Oh. I was going to try to use a red in her lips. And I could go and do her eyes and all that. And I may later. I can't really see. Well, I think I just messed up her mouth really bad, but I think these colors kind of show up on the black, like what I just discovered when I like totally screwed her mouth up. That might be the case with these. So I'm just going to color that in, and then we'll see where we see glitter and where we don't see glitter. And I'm going to go ahead and just do a little bit of red around it, because when I cut it out, I won't cut it just like perfectly to the black line. We already know that. Okay, I did totally just mess her mouth up and colored on the black lines. But I could go back over the black lines, except what happened with those markers it did her mouth silver with an outline of red. Huh. Let me just see if y'all can see her mouth, what I did to it. Yeah, it's bad. But I'm just going to draw it back in with a black micro pen later after it's dried. But I'm not seeing glitter on anything unless it touched black. Really and truly. Well, the gray hair does look glittery, but this does not look glittery. Where it come off the edges of the white and got on the black, I see glittery, shimmery, rather. You can see the red here does not have glitter, but on the black it shows shimmer. So, there, we know now. They're not really glitter markers, as in putting out just glitter on paper, but on black. And I do have a lot of doodling I could do on black on these stamps, on different ones. There's lots of black space that I could doodle on. I wonder why, though, the gray up here, the hair on the gray, it does look shimmery. And, of course, her mouth is nothing but a shimmer spot. But I can tell this is still pretty damp and it needs to dry. I'm going to look and see if I have a brown over here for her hair. I'm thankful for today. Just being able to sit here and relax and enjoy doing what I love doing today. I'm very thankful for that. And by the way, I am going to start doing a gratitude every day and telling what I am thankful for every day. And so today it is. I'm thankful for just being able to sit here today and visit with you guys and just playing around with my markers and such. That is just such a blessing to me because, you know, I could live a life where I'm not able to sit down and enjoy things that I enjoy doing. And some of you might even be in that. And I just want to say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but that is what I am thankful for today. It's just being able to sit down and, oh, that's perfect for her hair. This is a skin tone, but it looked like the brown that I wanted. I didn't want it too dark. So tell me something in the comments that you're grateful for today. And we're going to start doing that every day. We're going to name it and claim it. What are you grateful for? I think I'll come back with that blue, if I knew what blue that was. Or maybe the green, and do her head wrap. This is probably not the same green. I'm pretty sure it's not, but we're just gonna, yes, too dark. Too dark. I was trying to keep markers I was using out here in front of me, but sometimes they do get put back in because, you know, you end up with so many on your desk, you have to put some away to be able to enjoy some more. I want to use a light color for that head wrap, but I might use this purple. Yeah, that'd be good. I didn't want to use a dark color. And I think I might can use this green on that. I could just sit here and just take hours and name, just stuff that I'm grateful for. And we could just be here for hours. But for today, I'm just going to say that I am thankful that I'm able to sit here today and enjoy a relaxing day of playing with my markers and spending some time with you all. Like I said, Big Daddy's back there in his den, and then he's washing clothes. So he gets up and washes clothes, and he is also going to the bathroom every few minutes because his Lasix kicked in. Usually they kick in earlier in the day, but sometimes you just don't know. If you're on Lasix, you know that. Sometimes they kick in shortly after you take them, and sometimes they don't kick in till the afternoon. A lot of times they don't want to kick in until you're ready to go to bed. And then they want to kick in. They're like, oh, you want to lay down? Nope, we're going to go to the bathroom every 10 minutes. That can get frustrating. I think I'm going to get this, even though it wasn't glitter. I mean, I'm not getting it for the glitter. I'm getting it for the color. This light green that was in this. And I think I could use this darker one on the outside of this circle, since that is such a light, bright color. It could use a little darkening in here. I just love playing with colors. I still hear no news on Nancy Guthrie. I just wish they could find her. My heart goes out to her and her family. I mean, I don't know what's going on, but nobody else seems to know either. So, I mean, I'm sure the FBI do know some things they're not telling the public, because we wouldn't tell the public everything. But, goodness, sometimes it's just like, do they even have any clues? Like, what is going on? I just worry about this lady. But then I also think how, if she is still alive, like how scared she must be. I know that's what, everybody's talking about. Or if you, turn on any kind of social media, you're going to see stuff about Nancy. It took me a few days to, get caught up. Like, I knew it was going on, but I didn't catch it from the very get-go. But I went back and got caught up. Well, I've watched everything I can find to watch on it, and, throw some orange in on this one over here. I am going to make an art journal for these calendar girls and put them in a little art journal page. I think I'll need about 12 pages or so. I don't know. Sometimes I mix these heads up with these bodies, and I mean, I could come up with 30 different girls here real easy. The way you can mix them, match them, and all that kind of stuff. I definitely could come up with different ways. Oh, she needs something on her dress. I could just do that purple. Because right now we're just throwing all the colors in. all the colors are going in the blender. Alright, and then I have 2 gold pens, and I have silver. I was going to use silver on her and gold on this one. But I also want to find... This is black. No, this is black. The black... right here. Let me see if that is one that I feel like I can trace with. Yeah. So I do like going back and doodling. Just doodle on, you know, all the little spaces. I fill them up with dots and stripes and, you know, squares and circles and just anything. So I went back over that one, and then this one I think I did in gold. I'm gonna trace back over that. Are you being crafty today? What kind of crafty business do you have going on? Okay. Now I can come back and doodle different things, and I've been putting like dots. This was I did with gold, and I've been putting like some gold dots and stuff on there, but you know, I think I want to try something. If this is fine liner enough. It's really not, but let me see. Okay, let's see, what else can I do over here? Just some doodles. And then I could come back with some black dots. Or I could do the gold. But I think in this yellow, I kind of would like black. That tip's too big. But this one, I don't think is. So when I doodle with dots, I usually do like, say I'm gonna curve around something, I usually go like 1, 2, 3. And then I'll come over here and just do 3 dots. And they may eventually hook up with something else. But I usually do like 3 at a time. And that's just me. I don't know why. I've always done that. And it may end up being like 6 in a row. I only have room for 1 there. One, 2, 3. So anyway, that's something I just found that I usually do. It doesn't always work out that way, but for majority. Okay, so I just put a bunch of black dots around on the yellow part. I think I'm going to go add some to the red up here. I think I'm good with that. It's not overly, this down here is like overly saturated. But that's not, but anyway. Skin tones, what do I want to do for skin tones? That one's a bit dark. Tell you what, I really did like that skin tone. That's still kind of wet feeling. Elf-10. Let me see. I like that. I just love these alcohol markers. What do you guys have planned for the week coming up? What you got going on this week? I've got a doctor's appointment on Tuesday and my oldest son's birthday on Friday. And we'll go back and add red in that where I see some white spots, just because I probably will cut that out and use it on a page. And it looks like it didn't get colored well. Okay. So anyway, the glitter markers are not so much glitter. If I was to doodle in her hair, like draw flowers in her hair over this black, it probably would look glittery. But I don't think it does any other way. Elf-16, that's probably really dark. Let me just see. No, it's not too dark. So
Love you.
oh, love you too, baby. I think he forgot I was recording. Alright, that's cool. Alright, and we'll go back and doodle on this, but let's see, what have I got? I'm gonna add some silver in on this. And I have this little silver glitter marker here that came from Dollar Tree. So I'm just going to go back and doodle. Doodle all over this. Just draw circles and different things. I think I'm going to go over these purple circles that I had done because the purple was really dark against that black, and it doesn't pop. So I'm just going to go back over that and put some silver on there. And then I'm going to come back up here to the black and just do silver dots. I don't think he feels too well today. Bless his heart. At least he felt, okay yesterday. Or maybe he felt bad and just pulled off what he was pulling off. For my sake, because I faked it for his sake. As y'all might know, I miss food. I miss being able to eat food and all that. But sometimes it is just hard going to restaurants. When it is hard going to restaurants, and then I end up in the bathroom throwing up. But I'm just like, I'll just say, I gotta go to the bathroom a minute, and I go to the bathroom, and then I come back and he'll be like, you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And I just act like maybe I went in there to use it or something. If I don't have to go excessively. If I have to go 3 or 4 times, he knows that something's not right. But, yeah, I would have been just as pleased yesterday staying home, because it is hard for me to go to restaurants. But that's the norm. That's what people do, is you go out to eat. And like my son's birthday's coming up this week, Friday. So guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna go out to eat. Do I want to go out to eat? No, not really, because it is hard on me not being able to eat what's, there to eat. It is hard. Okay, I'm just going to call that done. I could go back, and that's probably what I'll do with these colors. Let me just do that. Let me see what another one would look like. And I might do it later tonight, as I'm just, supposed to be cleaning up my desk or something. I think I'm just going to put some color over these, and then I cut these out like in a circle, stop sign shape, I mean. We'll see if any glitter does come with that. But yeah, yesterday Big Daddy was just so, proud that he was taking me out to eat for Valentine's Day. Like he planned it, and I didn't know it was happening. And I just have to go along with it. I just fake it and kind of go along with it. I don't think anybody can understand, like, even if you live with me, you still don't understand how hard it is and how difficult. And I usually, I'll get food to go. I'll eat a few bites, and then I'll go to the bathroom and be sick. And then I'll just be like, I'm going to take mine to go. I'm full. I'll take it home and eat it later. And then I'll say, the next day, if I'll try to eat it again. And if I just cannot get it down, I'll say something like, hey, why don't you eat this for dinner before it, goes bad? So the food does get eaten. It's just that he'll end up being the one that to eat it a lot of times because if I can't get it down, I can't get it down. So I'll just tell him, hey, why don't you eat this for dinner before we have to throw it out or anything, so then he'll eat it. So it does get eaten. So it's not wasted. But yeah, I do a lot of faking. I have to fake it a lot. And just go on about how good something is, even though I didn't eat any of it. Isn't that ridiculous? It is. It really, really is. Now, these scrolls here, they could easily be stamped into a book, but I went ahead and done some, and I think I'm just going to go over those real quick with some of these, actually. And then we're going to move on to something else. This may end up being... Oh. I was going to say this may end up being a long video, but it is a long video. Goodness. Okay, I'm just going to pull these out. Again, even though I feel like these do serve a purpose, these glitter markers, they serve a purpose. So I'm just going to kind of go around this, and whenever I cut it out, I'll just cut a shape out around this whole thing. Right, because I'll just kind of cut like that. So I want to color more than I'm actually going to cut out. And I might even cut it like in a rectangle. So I could draw it out more like a rectangle. But probably I just kind of cut around it like a fussy cut. Several people have asked me what is fussy cut. Fussy cut is just a term that means that you just kind of trimmed around it, but you left a lot of white when you were cutting something out or whatever color. That you left a lot of that color, and that's fussy cut. What's the other one called? Kissy cut is when you get in real close and cut on your black line. Alright. Yeah, I can just kind of cut these out and shape around it and then put it in books. Was there a red? And then we're going to move on to another. The horses never come back. Phoebe, stop. She's digging in her bed. She does that sometimes, where she just digs in the blankets in her bed and all that. I'm just trying to get it comfy. I like this color here. It is called Vivid Red. Phoebe, stop. I wish this yellow is going to show up, but we'll throw it on here. Okay, I had one more thing over here. I'm just going to throw some color on, and then that whole page is done except for her mouth. And I'll just fix that later. I'll throw this green on there. This doesn't look glittery on the black. So some of them kind of do look glittery on the dark colors, and some of them don't. So, I'm gonna use them because I have them. But knowing that, I wouldn't just go in Five Below and buy them. Knowing that they're really not glittery. I do like glitter markers or metallic markers or all that, and I did find a couple of, okay, I'll put these over here. I did find a couple like that, like this one. And these came from Dollar Tree, and they are glitter markers, but they all draw in silver, and it has a little bit of a green outline around it, just like it is where it says glitter marker. And the same thing on the red, it kind of outlines in red, but what you write is in silver. So, yeah. I didn't know that when I first got them. I didn't realize it was going to do that. And I was a little bit confused. Seeing what else I got up here. Hold on. Okay, so the horses went back by. Phoebe was jumped up and barking again. I've done these little bumblebee girls. I don't know, they're super cute. I did one in pink one day, and then I just did a yellow and a purple and a blue. I did change her head out, because you can swap the heads. So I swapped their heads out, and I'm going to go back in and doodle different colors on their wings. But I like how those look. They're really cute. And then this girl has like some crystals on her dress, and so yeah, I want to color those in. And I really, really love this one right here. I think you saw me color one of those in the other day. And then here's some extra pieces that can just be, you can create new dolls. You can give them legs or arms, different wings, hair. There's some wings here. So these are fun to have and just already have them ready to go. Like if I decided I want to give them wings, I could, color them in real quick. I really wouldn't color them beforehand because I might not know what color the paper doll is going to have. So, but anyway, these are fun to have. And then also these banners, and then you can write words on them, and the dolls can hold the banner, or it can go on the page above them or something, if you trust your handwriting, which I don't always trust my handwriting. So I think this is what I need to figure out. Like, I can sit in here at my desk and cut, but that gets uncomfortable after a while, and I might want to go sit in my chair to cut these out. But, I cut and I end up with a bunch of little giblets of paper, and I don't want that all in my chair, my blanket. So I need to figure out how can I cut at my chair and be comfortable and not make a humongous mess. Because I do have several pages here. If I could find a good movie to sit and watch, I could get these cut out. Uh-oh. I'm going to reach across you. I like doing these clouds, all these different like pastel colors. Oh yeah, I got my pastel markers too. Phoebe. I also really like the shuttle art, and these are in pastel. These you can get in several different color sets. I do like the pastel ones, or I don't know, I might like all the shuttle arts. These are not alcohol markers. These are just some kind of markers. I don't know. But I'm going to just kind of get some color on some of these. But I like that they're brush tip because I really do like brush tip. These are brush and fine. And you have to pay attention to that when you are buying markers, to buy the ones that the tips you like. But I'm just going to get some color on this so I can cut it out eventually. Whether I cut it in a circle, or these can also be cut in half. Like you could cut the circle out, and then you could cut it in half to make wings. Okay. And then I just was going to take some more pastel colors and do these little doodles here. Just put some color on them. These aren't the doodles that came with this. The little motifs, stamps that came with these girls here. I just had some space here, so I stamped them out. Just trying to use up all my paper. So I'm probably going to put a little extra around the edge just in case I, don't cut up with the black line. I'll probably try to cut away from the black line to get some of this color. And I wanted to get my pastels out anyway, because I was thinking, some of these girls could just be done in pastel colors. Yeah, I like these shuttle arts. Like I said, they're not alcohols. But, they're pastels. And they do have others that's not pastel. Like, I don't know what color the sets are called. But the pastel ones do color nicely. And I just imagine they're all kind of the same, right? I don't know. But I guess I better get, I don't know. I was thinking about cleaning the bathroom before someone drove up. Well, and I'll probably leave some of these just black and white. I can always stamp them on pages too. But I do like just black and white pages and stuff at times too. Alright. I don't know about her because I don't know what color page she's going to be on. So I don't know what color I want to put in here or what I want to stamp in there. But I could go ahead and do some hairs and such. These, I have some clouds here that I could go ahead and just put some color on. Yeah, I can see that I'll be, just using these as kind of pieces to just add something else to the pages. So, mint green here. Let's see. Yeah, I could have a green cloud. The thing about when you're cutting stuff out, you don't have to really stay in line. And then I always go back and dot these with the glitter markers. I'm having trouble. Thankful for this lazy day. Of just doing whatever I want to do and having fun. I hope you get to have a day where you just enjoy your day and do whatever it is that makes you happy. I know a lot of times when, people are working and busy in the world that those kind of things just don't come easy. Maybe you can plan a time where you could have some time. Okay. I just go back over these black dots with the silver. It's a silver outline glitter marker. So I'm going to do both of these with this marker, because this marker does leave some green outline in the silver. And then we'll do this one in the pink. I don't even know if that's showing up, because I can't see it. And I could have outlined these in gold. Anyway, you get the idea. I'm just doodling. I'm going to go back and put some color on those. I love these right here. I want to do this one in some pastel colors. So let's just see what I got. The green. What color colors do I have? The green, blue, kind of aqua. I love those colors. I'm just trying to match it up with some colors that I might be able to pull. I don't think these have colors written on them. Pretty sure they don't. Okay, so it's kind of a blue. More of a blue than it is green. I think I did one of these the other day in green. That's the fun thing about these. And like next time I do one, I could do one in orange. The thing is, you can change them up. I do appreciate that about the art foamies or stamps in general. But I do like these art foamies because they're chunky and I can hold them well. I have to think about things like that. Even ordering things like items that I'm going to use. Yes. I'm just going to use this as an example. And yes, I do know that there's warnings against this product. But I'm not probably using the product that you're talking about. I'm using a specialty of it for wounds and stuff like that. So let's just use this baby powder for an example. And yes, I do know there's warnings out about that. Okay, so a big thing of baby powder is, I don't know, $2, $3. A small thing of baby powder might be $4 or $5. But guess what? I can't hold that big thing. I can't hold the big thing of it. So a lot of times I do have to pay more for things to be able to hold them. So I have to think about that when I'm, getting products that I need. Am I going to be able to hold that bottle? Am I going to be able to pick that up? So sometimes I have to get the more pricier one. And if it's a small one is refillable, that's great. But not all the time does that happen. They're not always made to be refilled because, that doesn't make them any money. If you can just refill it. What even got me on that subject? Oh, I was talking about the art foamies. Yes, I do like that they're big and chunky and easy for me to hold. And plus they are a mom and pop shop. They're not a big company. These are made in someone's home. And so I love being able to support another person like that. I was going to try to get my stuff together and start my art school this week, except I think the first 2 lessons, this isn't going great starting off. I think the first 2 lessons I don't have the items for. And so I was just like, oh, that's just great. I will have the items for the other lessons. This first 2, one of them calls for alcohol ink. And I just never played with alcohol inks before. And so that's just not something I have in my stash. So I got to get some of that. And then the next lesson, or maybe even the first one, I don't know, called for lace, like white lace or off-white lace, vintagey looking lace. And would you know, I have ribbon but I have no lace. And so I did try to get some in my Walmart order. This was crazy. I put in white lace on my Walmart order. Well, they substituted it and sent me purple ribbon. Yeah. I was going to get some white lace, and then I was going to try to just use some of it in the white, and then I don't know how much was on the roll. Probably not enough to do the whole project, but and then I was going to try to do like stain some with some tea or coffee or something, on my own. I was just going to try to stain some. So I happily ordered my white lace from Walmart with my groceries, and they sent me purple ribbon. I could use the purple ribbon, but I was just like, do what? If I needed white lace, what makes you think purple ribbon is going to work? I don't know. Sometimes I do not understand those substitutes. And I could have picked no substitute on that, but they had so many different laces on the website. They had wide, skinny. They had about, I want to say at least about 4 or 5 different types of lace. So any of those laces, if they would have substituted with any of the laces, it would have been fine. But they didn't. They substituted with a purple ribbon. This color that I did the wings is different from the color that I did the body, but I don't think you can really tell that. And I'm going to put some purple and pink on these wings. Like, I think this. A little bit darker purple might have looked a little bit better. But it's on here now. Well, I was going to do this pink, but get a little light purpley pink cloud going on over here. And I'll come back and do the other part of that wing in this pink. And this is not the pink I thought it was. I thought I was getting the pink that I used in the flower. This must be it. Sometimes I accidentally put these in upside down, and then I think it's a black. Oh. Okay. Put some pink in her wings. I like that greenish color and the purple and the pink together. I like that greenish and purple. I like it. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a project that you're working on or something going on. Oh yeah, I like the pink and I like this color combo. That's my jive there. Okay. I was going to give her like a very, very light pink skin. So I was going to try this one and this one. This looks more pink and that looks more peach. I'm going to test it. Okay. She's a little bit of a pinkish tint. Oh, I just love her. I just love how she turned out. All right. And then I'll have another bee. I'll have another one of her I can do too. So I'll probably just do her in some fun colors. I might even do her in purple. I do like the way that purple turned out so light. I think it might have been that purple. Just gonna see what purples I might have and how dark they look. Oh. Yeah. I have so many projects that I want to get done and running through my head that I just, I can't possibly do them all, but they're just like running through my head and just so much that I want to do. So much. There's not enough hours in the day. And I do try to stay busy. Like, I like to be busy and be productive. Even if I do turn on a show to watch, I want to be busy while I'm watching that show. So, I do just like to have stuff to do. Alright, so there we go, and I'll probably add in silver dots or something on that. And then for the wings, I think I'm going to go with this light purple because I do like the way that turned out. If you don't mind, guys, please do pray for my thumb. It is just very, very painful. And I do have some pain medicine I can go in there and take. But there's always side effects to the pain medicine. First off, I don't want to go to sleep. I want to stay awake right now. And the pain medicine is going to make me sleepy. And I don't want to go to sleep. Okay, but also, pain medicine causes other side effects, such as it slows your body down. And I have gastroparesis, so my body is already slowed. And yeah. And then pain medicine slows you down even more. So it's a battle. It's a battle you're fighting uphill all the way. All right. Oh, ain't that cute? Ain't that cute? Cute, cute, cute. I could throw in some orange. I feel like or I might do those. Ooh, I feel like that might be nice looking to do that orange. But I don't want neon orange, and that seems to be what I have. Could do yellow, but we all know I don't like yellow and purple together. Even though yellow is my favorite color, and purple would be one of my other favorite colors. This color is more peachy. But yellow and purple, here is automatic LSU. And if you don't want it to be LSU, you don't put purple and yellow together. I thought I had more of those greenish color markers. I did. They were just in here turned up the wrong way. Okay, well, I was thinking, even if I did these flowers, this peachy color, I still need to come back and fill in the rest of the wing. Ooh, that's bright. That is bright. Alright, well, I think this phone is about to die. It's saying I need to charge it. So, yeah. But thanks for hanging out with me. This video did get really, really long. So thanks for hanging out with me today, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day and the week to come. Let's have a good week. And I will see you in the next video, friends. Bye, friends.